Some student loan borrowers as early as next week could start to see their wages garnished out there. Joining us now to share details is the Associate Dean for Faculty and Student Affairs at the University at Buffalo, Nathan Don Barnett. All right, Nathan, thank you for coming on in and Happy New Year. First, let's talk about what is going on here with the Trump administration and the impact that some student loan borrowers could actually face next week. What's going on?
Yeah. You know, it's an important question. This is part of the return to normal, so to speak, with the student loans. Recall, we went through an extended period where loans were on pause, and then we began repayment, and then we eventually returned to adding some of the tools back to the student loan program that the federal government previously used, and one of those is wage garnishment. So that is being rolled out this week, and we'll see a slow progression into that over the coming probably month or two.
And who could be impacted by all that? Which borrowers specifically?
Yeah, so this is really for those who are in default. And default is a very specific status. If you are behind on your payments by 270 days or more, you've gone into default, and that means that your account has been sent to a collections agency. Those who are below 270 days, you may be delinquent on your payments, but this won't affect you yet. And finally, this will go out in terms of a notification. So those who are going to have wages garnished will receive notification, will have 30 days notice prior to any garnishment happening.
Okay, so just for clarity purposes, it's not going to affect anyone who's in good standing.
Absolutely.
Right? This is for people who have been long-term in the default status of their loans.
That's right.
And moving forward here, is this something that could, I don't know if you're an attorney or want to go that route in terms of the legalities of all this, but is this something that could end up back in the courts?
I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know that it will. I think these are tools that we've used in the past. Student loans are different than other kinds of loans, and you know, I've got my own separate concerns about the way that happens, but for many students, college wouldn't be accessible without loans, and so you know, student loan borrowers are unique in a lot of ways because they don't often have the same conditions that others would normally have when they borrow.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it'll end up in the courts, but I don't think it will.
Okay. Some people may be questioning as well how much of their wages could be garnished. I mean, is there a threshold, a percentage?
There is. So if you get that notification and if you are in default, they can garnish up to 15% of your wages of your disposable income. So that's after taxes, right? Your take-home pay, they could take 15% of that. And more importantly, and this has already gone back into play for those of us thinking about tax season, that provision has already gone back into effect where they could take your tax refund if you're in default status. That was implemented last year.
Yeah. And just for some context here, you were talking about how this is something that the federal government has done before. Could you talk about under which previous administration this actually happened under and how long did it go on for?
Well, this was, if you go back, you know, we're back before the Biden administration, before the COVID pandemic. It was not uncommon as an extreme tool. You know, nobody ever wants to go to that measure, but when you're 270 days behind on payments and you go to a collection agency, part of the provision of these student loans, because, you know, student loans are a lousy credit risk, right, because they tend not to have credit history. And so the federal government has backed those up, and in exchange, they've put in some tools to ensure that we can collect on those debts. We should keep in mind that this is only about 7% of the active student loan amount is in default right now. So it's a small amount of the total student loan debt.
All right, we're talking about student loans here on a Friday morning. Nathan, thank you for coming on in and talking about this important topic.
It's my pleasure.